guys, this is my very first live call-in show. It's brought to you by Tennessee River Monsters and Demon Dragons. Captain Scott, he's been great to sponsor my show this year. And so I want everybody to call in. I want to hear from you. I want to be your therapist. I know some of you have some anxiety going on right now, and I'm going to go over a few things that I'm excited about. I'm excited about this trip. We're going to raise some money for Fishing for Soldiers, and we've sold quite a few tickets, and if you haven't bought your tickets, you need to buy it now. They're $5 a piece, 2-ticket minimum. Email me the number of tickets you want to volunteerroadshow@gmail.com, and I'll send you a PayPal invoice and you can get it paid. And we're going the Friday before the Florida game. So I'm just excited about football. I want to see what Pruitt's going to be able to do. That's on everybody's mind. And I want to settle this Aaron Murray thing. I heard Uncle Lou talking about it, and I understand where he's coming from. So as long as you're winning, nothing else matters. You start losing, then all them personality deficiencies matter. Not getting along with ADs, that matters. But as long as you're winning, nothing else matters. Hey, the top 25 coaches of all time, I guarantee you half of them were horses behinds and couldn't get along with anybody. Woody Hayes being one of them. And I'm going to get to your comments here in a minute. I have it set up where I can't see it real good, but I want to know something. Will Georgia repeat as SEC champions? Will Nick Saban get another title? And is South Carolina going to make a move? That's what I want to hear from you. So I'm going to open the phone lines up. Anybody want to give me a ring? Give me a ring. 865-465-9552. So let me hear from you. While we're waiting on a call, I was looking at some of the Heisman contenders for SEC players. Drew Lock was on the list. Bentley, Swift, Harris, Tua, Fromm, Stidham. So there's some great there's some great players out of the SEC. Let's see what.
Call from
Andy Atkins.
To accept, press 1. To send a goodbye.
Well, I guess I messed up. Call back in, Danny. I don't know what I did. This is new. Hey, this is why I'm doing this. To work out all the bugs. There's a lot of technical difficulties. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me with a 1. If y'all can hear me real good, give me some 1s there. And Danny Atkins, I seen you called in, but I guess I hit the wrong button. So anybody else wants to call in, 865-465-9552.
Call from
Andy Atkins.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
You're on with Catfish. What's on your mind?
Hey, Catfish, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Hey guys, this is one of my best commenters, Vol Advocate, Danny Atkins. What are you excited about, Danny? What's on your mind?
Well, I'm excited about this. Is the first season with Jeremy, so I'm excited to see how he does. And then I think we're going to a bowl game this year. I agree with you. I think we're going at least 7-5. What do you think, Catfish?
We're going to a bowl game. I promise you that. I know we're going to a bowl game. You're right on the money. What do you think about these Aaron Murray comments? I said none of this matters as long as you're winning. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm with you. It doesn't matter. We'll just play the season. We'll forget like all the naysayers, people that naysay like anybody that we have, like Jeremy Pruitt or any of our players. We'll just show them up during the season, like you said. It's all about like what we do right on the field, right?
I want to ask you something. You're a Tennessee fan. I want to know from some of my viewers, what is your game day traditions? And anybody, I want to get a thumbs up. I want a number 1 if you can hear the caller good, so I can set my volume. Give me a number 1 if it's good, and if it's too loud, let me know. If it's not loud enough, whatever. But tell me what your game day traditions are, Danny.
Okay, when I go to the games. I like to go to the Vol Village. I love that, and then I like to go to the Vol Walk, and then I like to see the band.
Well, there's nothing like watching the Pride of the Southland band come down the road playing Rocky Top, is there? That's a great sight.
Rocky Top puts chills in you. You can never get tired of that song. That's like the best song in college football and college basketball.
Well, there's a lot of people on here. I see some Alabama fans that says their ears are bleeding. I don't think they like that song too much, but I tell you what, it is a great song, ain't it?
Oh, it is. You're right, Catfish.
Well, let me ask you another. Let me ask you.
Okay, go ahead, Catfish.
Let me ask you a question before you go. We've got some players that is coming back on the team. Jawan Jennings, Todd Kelly Jr. What do you think about them guys? Who do you expect to really hang in there for us this year? What are you thinking about those two in particular?
I think Jawan Jennings. I think he's got good hands on him. I think he's a really talented wide receiver, and I think that he's going to provide a lot of leadership. And I really think that Todd Kelly Jr. is a good leader, and I think that he'll provide a lot of leadership. And we've got like a lot of talent on our team. Trey Smith, he's good. We got that guy coming from Cordova that's good, and then we got like the wide receiver that came from Manchester, Tennessee. We got Dominique Wood Anderson coming.
JJ.
We got
JJ Peterson.
JJ Peterson. I think he's gonna be a good linebacker for us too. And I think Kirkland, if Darren Kirkland Jr. if he can stay healthy, I think that he'll be good for us. And I agree with you, Catfish. I think that Combo, I think he's a good defensive player, and I think Jeremy Pruitt, with the defensive mind that he's got, I think that he can take him and put him in the rotation and make him do some stuff for the team.
Well, I tell you what,
we also got Batuli. You think Batuli will do something for us also?
Oh yeah, I think Batuli's going to be great. He was strong last year. I tell you what, that move from the line to linebacker by Pruitt, that's the first big move, and this thing flies about to kill me. But I think that was a brilliant move. Of course, he almost had to with his size to go back, going into a 3-4 defense. That's the perfect position. And I've been disappointed with him since he got to Knoxville. He's kind of underachieved, but I think he's going to do some great things.
I agree with you, Catfish. We also got Micah Abernathy. He's good too. We just got like a lot of good players on defense, but we got some weapons still on offense because Tyler Bird, he's a good running back. He's a tough guy, and I think JT Shroud. I'm looking for him for the future and everything. I think that he might do something good for us in the future. Because like I guess when they had like a combine and they were looking at him, the NFL players said that they thought he was going to make it to the NFL. So I'm kind of excited to see him in the future and see what he's going to do for us.
Well, I'm right there with you, buddy. I really do appreciate you calling. I'm going to open up the lines for somebody else. This is my first call-in show. I'm going to try to do it every Friday night, and that way I get all the bugs worked out for that first Friday before our first ball game. That's going to be fantastic. So thanks for calling in, Danny.
Okay. Hey, I love you, Catfish. All right. Hey, we're going 15. I'm with you. We're going 15-0.
That's right. We're going 15-0. I promise you that.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a...
You're on with Catfish. Tell me how you feel. What's on your mind? Alright, the trolls are undefeated. We got a troll, but I got his phone number. Well, I'm like Danny. There's a lot of excitement in Tennessee, and I'm sure there's a lot of excitement with Alabama. I don't know if any of y'all seen my reaction video to Damian Harris. I don't get to watch a lot of sports on TV at all, and these reaction videos are real. And I've got DeAndre Swift I'm going to be doing some high school highlights for Zeus White. I've got a lot of you. I had Prince 6'1" recommend supposedly the fastest player in college football on Clemson. So I don't know anything about it. So y'all give me some ideas on what you want me to do, some reaction videos. I know the audio sucked on that one. I don't know what happened to the audio, but it sounded like I was in a tin can. But I'm going back to this Heisman list that is supposed to be the betting odds-on favorite to win it. They've got Tua as the one with the highest odds to win the Heisman. I say, man, that's a lot to put on somebody that's just played really one meaningful half. Now, granted, it was the most meaningful half of the whole entire season, but he's the number one Heisman favorite. You got DeAndre Swift, you've got Damian Harris, you've got Jake Fromm on the list, you got Stidham. I don't know, Bentley's not in the top 20. I don't know what y'all think about Bentley not being on the list. Of course, Drew Lock, and hey, there's some former SEC players on the list. Shea Patterson and Will Greer. We're going to have to face Will Greer the first game of the season, and I tell you what, that's going to be. I keep going up and down on that game. There's 1 minute I just think, man, we're just going to shock the world. That's going to be the first big upset of the season, and then I get to thinking about it. I'm like, man, maybe not, but I'm riding with. We're going to upset West Virginia, and we're going to go into that Florida game 3-0, and we're just going to see. I've got us down realistically at 7-5. So anybody else want to call in? 865-465-9552. I'll be glad to take your calls. I want to talk to all of you. I don't care if you're a Georgia fan, Alabama fan, Florida fan. It don't matter. I want to talk to somebody. Hey, I want to talk to a South Carolina fan. I don't have much South Carolina fans. If there's a South Carolina fan out there, I want to talk to you. I want to know more about this Debo guy. I hear he's lights out and he's a great receiver. But anybody want to call in? 865-465-9552. And don't forget, all the information on how to win that fishing trip September 21st is in the description of this video. It's down at the bottom. Just check the description. It's got my email address. It's got Tennessee River Monsters web address. It's got their YouTube. I want everybody to go sub up Extreme Monster Fishing. That's Tennessee River Monsters, Captain Scott Manning's YouTube page. Go sub him up. Go comment in his most recent video and say Catfish sent you, that because he's sponsoring my show this year, and I want him to know that he didn't make a mistake, and he's giving us a free fishing trip September 21st to help raise some money for Fishing for Soldiers, which is a great cause. So anybody out there think that Nick Saban's going to win another title this year, or Georgia's going to repeat as SEC champion? I don't know. I've got my 4 picks that I had. My original 4 picks for the college football playoffs was Georgia, Wisconsin, Texas, and Clemson, and that had no scientific data behind it. It was just gut feeling. But I've thought about it some more, and I'm thinking I'm almost ready to make a couple of changes on that, and I'm going to reveal that in a very near future. Thomas Volunteer says all the South Carolina fans are all at the Rooster fight tonight. I don't know. Do they still gamble on Rooster fighting? I'm going to try to catch up on some of the comments. Roll Tide 24. He has West Virginia beating us 28-24. Come on, man. 28-24. Let's see what else other great comments while I'm waiting on a call. If nobody else calls in, then we'll just cut her short. I've got more trucking to do. SEC football tube, call in if you want. I need some callers. I've got to work out these bugs. Vol Rising, you better call me. Ball tied 24. I come from a high school that had a mascot of the Chiefs, and they played the Florida State chant all the time in both songs. I absolutely despise. Whoa! Oh. Yeah, that is kind of annoying, but there's nothing like Rocky Top, especially when there's 100,000 people singing it. I'm going to go back here and check to see if there's anybody in here. Give some shout outs. Brian Knight's in the house. Prince 6'1", he's in the house. Space Mountain, you hate my Tennessee song. Well, I love it. Let's see, going through my comments, I'm trying to catch up here. While I'm looking, call in 865-465-9552. I want to know, either in the comments or call in and tell me who I should do a reaction video for. Roll Tide 24 says Alabama doesn't need a quarterback. They need a game manager and not be flashy and turn the ball over. And Jalen has only lost 2 games and made the national championship. How do you bench a guy like that? Hey, I agree with you. There's some people I've been reading on Bleacher Report, and this dang fly's about to drive me nuts, that Tua isn't a lock to start. So let's see who's calling in. Catfish.
Call from.
Hello, volunteer.
To accept, press 1.
You're on with Catfish. What's on your mind? Talk some football with me.
Hello, Catfish. It's me, SEC football tube. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, SEC football tube. I'm doing good. How are you? So what's on your mind? Give me a bold prediction. Is Georgia going to win the SEC championship again this year?
Oh, well, that depends on if they beat South Carolina or not. I mean, listen, buddy. This is going to be a showdown with South Carolina versus Georgia. That's going to be the showdown between the 2 best teams in the East. I think whoever wins that game might, probably get to the SEC East. But right now, I got Georgia winning this ball game.
I'm not trying to offend any South Carolina fans, but I think y'all can lose that game and still win the East. You've got South Carolina. You got to remember they've lost 4 straight to Kentucky. Do they get over the hump and beat them this year? I mean, who knows? I think South Carolina's got some good core players behind them. I haven't followed them that much, but I know Georgia's going to be strong. That's a fact.
Well, yeah. I mean, South Carolina's definitely got some talent offensively, but I don't think defensively they got enough of the defense to compete with Georgia. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. But, yeah, I mean, South Carolina's a good team. I have nothing wrong with South Carolina. I'm part Carolina fan, too.
You're part South Carolina and part Georgia fan. Explain that one to me. I killed him.
Well, I'm a Georgia fan, but my family is also a South Carolina fan, so I try to be a South Carolina fan for them as well.
All right. Well, I don't know how that works out, but I understand them family ties, and hey, I really appreciate you calling. Hey, check out Extreme Monster Fishing now when you hang out with me, and go sub his channel up and comment on one of his videos that Catfish sent you. He sponsored my show this year, so go sub him up now. Don't forget, I put the link in the description of this video.
I'll definitely sub him up for you, man.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling. I'm going to tell you something about Captain Scott. Whoa. I'm going to tell you something about Captain Scott Manning. You should watch some of them videos. Go to the description and find his YouTube channel. They catch some monster catfish. I mean, some of them that long. I don't know how long the biggest one he's ever caught. I don't know if he's in the chat or not, but if he is, oh, there we go. I see river monsters. Captain Scott, what's the biggest catfish you've ever caught? Put it in the comments section or call in if you'd like. But they catch some monster stripers. He's developed this fishing lure. It's a float system, and he kind of explains it on that fishing video. I'll also put that link in the description. And man, I tell you what, y'all need to go check that channel out. Sub him up if you want to watch some great great fishing action, because he's got it, and we're going to join him September 21st, and we're going to go fishing, I think on Watts Bar Lake, from what I understand, part of the Tennessee River, and we're going to have a great time. Email me at volunteerroadshow@gmail, and how many tickets you want. They're $5 a piece with a 2-ticket minimum, and you could win a chance to go fishing with me and Captain Scott with Tennessee River Monsters. And I seen in the comments section Captain Scott had us going 7-5. That's right there where I'm at too, Captain Scott. The Immortal One's in with us. How you doing, Immortal One? Vol Rising's in the show. Who else is in here? Angry 4-year-old. I think that was a troll job. But John Neal, good for joining me. We're just working out the bugs on this show. It's not going to be a real long one. If somebody doesn't call pretty soon, I'm going to hang it up. And you're on with Catfish.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press...
You're on with Catfish. What's on your mind?
Oh, boy!
Another troll. The trolls are undefeated, but I ain't deterred. I love the trolls. Any trolls want to call in, let them call in.
Call from...
Vol Rising.
What's on your mind, Vol Rising?
Did you hear about what Eric Ames said on his show the other day?
No, tell me. I don't get to listen to all the news like you do. Didn't come across my Bleacher Report. Hey, before you tell me, Captain Scott said 57-inch blue cat is the biggest one he's caught. And I'm sure he's got a video of it. Man, them some monster catfish. And
yeah, I bet you that thing had to weigh at least 100 pounds.
What did he say?
He was saying something about Pruitt. I didn't get to listen to all of it, but he said if we start Keller Christ this year, he believes Garantano will lead this year. What do you think?
I don't know. I think some of the comments I heard about Garantano is he's always wanted to start in the SEC and be a quarterback. I think he's a gritty, tough kid. I'm not so sure that Keller Chris is going to start, but if he does, I don't know.
I mean, I believe that we could keep Garantano just because he does have pride for Tennessee, you know. But Keller Chris, we've seen what he's done at Stanford. I mean, he is a good quarterback, but that wasn't in the SEC.
Yeah.
Now, whether we can get actual great play with him or not, be another thing, you know.
Well, I don't know who's going to start, man. I don't know about this Garantano thing. I wouldn't be surprised, but hey, Jalen Hurts announced he's staying. So who knows? He may hang around another year or two. Who knows? He's just a freshman, so he's got a lot of football ahead of him. But man, I really appreciate you calling in, and I'm gonna be doing this every Friday night. So you keep calling. I want a regular caller. So
I'll be here every Friday night. I promise you.
All right, thanks for calling, buddy. All right, Captain Scott, I'll make sure you. Whoa, that thing keeps going up. I make sure that I get your call next. Yeah, you're right. Players shouldn't run the team.
Call from...
Captain Scott Manning.
To accept.
How you doing, Captain Scott? Welcome to my very first show. What's up?
Man, I'm trying to get on your talk show.
Well, the people are calling. I didn't think that many people would call in. So you're telling me that thing weighed over 100 pounds, your biggest fish?
Yeah, around 102 pounds, man.
What's the biggest striper you caught?
53 pounds.
Wow, that's a big one. That's a big
Do I
one.
need to put on hold? Or just think delay?
No, it's delayed, so you don't be listening to the YouTube because it's delayed a lot, about 7 seconds.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm outside now. I didn't know if I needed to be away from my YouTube or not, brother.
No, you're doing good.
I was going to get on here and talk football.
Well, talk to me. What are you thinking? Do you think Georgia's going to repeat as SEC champion again this year? Do you think Georgia will make a repeat?
I think Georgia will repeat. They got a fairly decent schedule. I heard one of your callers talking about Garantano wanting to listen. Players don't run the organization. Jeremy Pruitt's going to put the best players that gives us the best chance to win. If it's Garantano, he's going to play. If it ain't, it's somebody else who's going to play.
Yeah.
These players, I'm going to leave if I don't start. Well, I mean, I'd ask them, do they need gas money?
Don't let what is it my granny said, that don't let the screen door hit you in the ass when you're leaving or something.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. We got all these kids wanting to run the show, and that ain't gonna happen.
No, I think there's a big culture difference I can see already between Pruitt and Butch Jones. I can see that already.
You think let me ask you a question. You think an Alabama football player would make that comment publicly?
No.
Hell no. He sure the hell wouldn't make it to. He probably wouldn't even tell any of his friends because he'd be afraid Nick Saban found out.
Yeah. Nick Saban runs a tight ship, I tell you that right now.
You don't put up no crap. If you're good enough to start, you'll play.
Yep, that's a fact. And I think
the thing on now, who's going to be the quarterback at Alabama? I tell you who's going to be the quarterback at Alabama. The guy that gives Alabama the best chance to win.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't worry about hurting feelings. He's going to put the best chance to win out there.
Period. And that's what we need to do. We talked the other day, we need to get back to the fundamentals, man. Tackling, put the best players on the field. Not put the players on the field that know somebody. Come on,
we had a 10 or 15 game run where we were just, our defensive line was a sieve. Anybody, a high school team could have gotten 100 yards on us. I tell you what, that's one of the things we need to tighten up, because Damian Harris, DeAndre Swift, they're no joke. And we got to get back to tackling, like you said. Back to tackling.
Harris. Yeah, but we got to get back to the basics. I'll tell you something else, though, we're going to have to get back to, those Catfish. We got to give our players a reason to be playing. When you're 4-8, man, really, if you don't have a professional football career, what reason do you really have to go out there and give 100%?
Yeah. Well, we're going to...
When you're fighting for a bowl game, or you're fighting for your pride, man, I mean, we got to give these players a reason to play. This crap that we talked about the other day, I mean, we're going to have a good season. I swear we are. I'm looking at 7-5. If I'm 6-6, I'm not going to be unhappy. But
I think we're going 7-5. That's where I got us. I really believe it in my heart. I think we're going 7-5. And I'd be tickled to death, like you said, if we went 6-6. As long as we go to a bowl game, I'll be happy. And we're going to a bowl game.
Yeah, quit this champion for life shit.
Yeah.
We got to quit about that stuff. I mean, Butch Jones is gone, and everything he did wasn't bad. He did get Alvin Kamara, who's a star in the NFL. I mean, he did some good things, but Butch Jones was just out of his league, man.
Well, nobody can say that we don't have the talent, because up until his last year, we were flirting around with top 5 recruiting classes, and we didn't get nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing to show for it but a Hail Mary against Florida, and against Georgia, and we beat Florida that year. That's really all we have to show for all that talent. And we've got a lot of guys coming back. I mean, Marquez Callaway, he's going to be great. You got Juwan Jennings, Todd Chandler. We've got some players to score some points, and I think we got a defense that can hold some people.
Hey, you should have been on my boat Thursday, yesterday. I had 2 Georgia football fans on there.
Oh, really? You didn't kick them out. You didn't kick them overboard.
Hey, they're still not over the Hail Mary. I mean, they were great kids and everything. You know, we talk football, but they're still not over the Hail Mary. I swear they're not.
Well, if there's
they can say the ours, if they're not over the Hail Mary.
If there's anything that'll get the taste of the Hail Mary out of your mouth, it's a 41-0 butt whooping. That ought to help.
No, they still ain't over it, man. I don't know if they're ever going to get over that Hail Mary.
Well, I'll always remember that play for the rest of my life. But I tell you,
yeah.
I'm gonna tout your show from here on out, and I really appreciate you helping me out on my show and doing that fishing trip for Fishing for Shoulders.
Anything I need to do, Catfish, I'm gonna get off here. I'm sure you got some other people calling in, but anything you need from me, man, you know, anytime you're going down the road, man, you need somebody to talk to. Because I know sometimes you get on the road, man, and just like, man, if I had somebody just to talk to for an hour, sure would make this trip a little bit better. You pick up the phone, call me.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling.
See you, Catfish.
Call from
Bobby Durkin.
to accept, press 1.
Did I hear that right? Is this Bobby Durkins?
Lady, how you doing? Bobby Durkin's here.
Let me tell you something, Bobby Durkins. Everybody, this is Bobby Durkins. He's doing a Clemson fan. He's nuttier than a fruitcake. How you doing?
Hey. Okay. You've been talking to my wife again, haven't you?
You know what? You know why I like you so much, Bobby? You remind me of some of my family. I've got some family that's down there at the Funny Farm, and you remind me so much of them. Some of my cousins. They're definitely in the Funny Farm.
Well, thank you. I'll take the compliment. People take it backhanded, but I definitely take it as a compliment. Congratulations on 1,000+ subscribers, buddy. You're doing a great job. We love listening to you down here in South Carolina. Me and Pigskin Pete, good Christian people.
Yeah, you are. Well, I appreciate it. What's Clemson? Tell me something. Prince 6'1" told me I should do a reaction video like I did for Alabama's running back Damian Harris. Somebody's supposed to be the fastest kid in college football. Who is this kid? And tell me about him.
Well, I hadn't heard the official numbers to know that it's Travis Etienne. Yes, I know his last name is very difficult. First time I said it, I actually ended up in the hospital. My tongue got stuck because I got too many T's in there. But Travis Etienne, he was a freshman last year. A lot of highlights on YouTube with this youngin, embarrassing people. He can run over you, he can run around you, but if he gets one step on you, he's full speed in one step. And he's a different back. Clemson hadn't had a back like him in a very, very long time. So you need to check out Travis Etienne. He's very, very talented, very good football player. We're lucky to have him.
Well, I'm going to check him out. I know you got T. Martin's boy. Isn't he playing at Clemson? What's his name?
He was Amari Rogers.
Yep, that's it.
T. Higgins on the team. Got T. Higgins on the team.
Yep.
And his mama named him after T. Martin, but Amari Rogers, mama named him Amari. I don't know who, but, it is what he is.
That's what confuses me about them two, but y'all got a great team. I've got you in the college football playoffs, so don't worry about it. I've got your back on the ACC.
Well, I appreciate it. We really appreciate it. It lets me know that you're actually paying attention. Now, I've been watching. What's this whole thing going on about where Carolina's going to end up? I'm talking about South Carolina. I'm talking about the Dirt Peckers. I'm talking about they picked their own dookies. What's this about where they're going? I tell you where they're going. They're going to the slaughterhouse, Catfish.
They're going to the slaughterhouse.
They're going to. Yes, sir. We're going to tear off everything that they got. Georgia's going to beat them this year. They're probably going to disassemble like they did a few years ago when their coach up and ran off because he realized he didn't want to be a loser anymore. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen to them. They're just going to fall apart. Georgia's going to win the SEC West. Your boys are going to win like 7 or 8 ball games. I'm telling you what, the world is going to come back to equilibrium, my friend.
Well, I hope you're right. What do you think, Kentucky? You think they'll beat them 5 times in a row? It's already been 4 times in a row.
Here's the deal. Yes, but I want to take you back to the woes of Carolina with Kentucky. Now, as Clemson fans, it makes me laugh so much it's like somebody's tickling my feet. You know, back in 2010, which, by the way, was the very last time South Carolina played Alabama, they run around with their little chicken tail poked out going, oh, we're playing the SEC. You stay away from Bama and Auburn. Go, seriously. Y'all, when y'all get done watching this show, y'all have a Google when was the last time Clemson's played Alabama more than Carolina's played Alabama. But go Google how many times that South Carolina's played Auburn and Alabama in the past 10 years. And you'll be shocked. Because you need to call them up next time they talk about, oh, we're playing the SEC. Really? You only play Georgia because they're Mason. You won't play anybody. I'm serious. And I love you Tennessee Vols. Because even when Carolina was beating us about 5 years ago, which they could beat us for the next 20 years, they looked serious. We still beat up like 7 games. But y'all were beating them when y'all wasn't supposed to. We love you guys. I mean, we love the Vols.
So what are you telling me? Jake Bentley and what's this receiver, Debo Samuels, you saying they're going to be garbage this year again?
No. I believe Debo Samuel, and this makes me want to say this, Catfish, but I believe Debo Samuel is top 7 wide receiver in the country. He makes me want to throw up. He's wearing the wrong jersey, but I am Bobby Durkin. I will give an unbiased analysis of this stuff, Catfish, and I'm gonna tell you, as soon as I'm standing here, and as soon as my grandma was a growing woman, I'm telling you, that young man didn't catch football, whether I like it or not. Bentley's up and down. The only thing Bentley's been guilty of, in my opinion, is he talked some smack about Clemson, and the first year he played and lost 56-7. Last year lost 35-7. They got some talent on that football team. Don't get me wrong, but they're not there yet. And Georgia's picking up. I think Tennessee's trying to get their act together. Florida's trying to get their act together. And I'm just telling you, it is what it is. I think Kentucky's going to beat them again because Kentucky has the voodoo on them. They do. I think Georgia's going to beat them because Georgia's in a state of mind right now to where they are all business.
Yeah.
All that other stuff of South Carolina beating Georgia, in my humble yet correct opinion, I'm telling you right now, it's a different leader. And I'm not knocking Mark Richt. I think he's a good guy. I don't think he's a bad coach, but I'm just saying to get you that next level, I think they've got who they got, and he's not going to buy into all of this, well, we're rivals with South Carolina. He said, there's a football team, but we're better, and we're going to beat them. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, I tell you what, the rich keep getting richer. I just saw Trayvon Walker, a stud defensive, 5-star defensive player Georgia got. It's almost not fair. Man, the recruiting that Kirby Smart has done.
Well, he did. Let me tell you this, and everybody who's sitting here watching this program, I want you to go Google the talent that Georgia wasted, and that I know I'm gonna catch crap from Georgia fans. I ain't taunting you. I'm not taunting you. Just follow me here. Oh, Bobby's being good, but I'm still telling the truth. How much talent Georgia wasted? How much talent LSU wasted? Well, here's the deal. In that time that those teams wasted a lot of talent, well, Alabama decided to hire a guy named Saban, and it changed a lot, as we know.
Yep.
5 national championships past 11 years. Georgia stuck with their man for a little while because every now and again he'd win an important game. We had that same incident go on before we hired Dabo. You know, they win just enough games to make everybody say we shouldn't make a move. Well, what happened was during that time, much of these recruits started looking at each other going, I want to go to Georgia. Clemson's offering me something. And that's how we got Deshaun Watson. Good Lord. That's how Alabama's been able to come in and sweep in talent. The scary thing now, Catfish, and this is intellectual right here. If I can't talk like this too much, my left nostril will start bleeding. But you just trust me here, Catfish. the truth is that when I saw that Walker youngin sign with them, or I say sign, but commit, and all those other youngins commit out of the state of Georgia, it was like the light bulb went on, and this time it was completely bright. I realized Georgia has turned a very dangerous, no pun intended, tide on all of us. Because now they're retaining their talent in state, and if the program stays clean, Catfish, if the coaching staff stays intact and they stay healthy, look out. And I ain't a Georgia fan.
Hey, I can't hear. Wait! I can't hear any more of this. Hey, you're killing my buzz. You're killing my buzz.
Hey. Well, it's a scary thing, but I will tell you this: going to Tennessee, I will throw it out there to you. In Tennessee, the good thing that they did is I think they did hire a man who has SEC experience. He's been coaching with the team. He saw how the team did it. Now he's going to bring it to Tennessee. I think that he brings a lot of intensity. I think it's a smart move on his side to go out and get these JUCO players. Some people say, well, why do you get a JUCO player? Right now, he's just trying to get some wins under his belt. And he does have the schedule to be able to get some of those wins, get some momentum going in the next season, and be able to cherry pick maybe from these recruits, okay? That's the thing. That's a smart move on his part. You got Callaway, he's going to play on Sunday. So all y'all got to do is throw the ball. This is between me and you. I did video on Tennessee Catfish, and here at the end of the day, here's the big deal. I think you start Chris this year. I think you start him. And I know everybody's like, well, Garantano's going to leave. Let me tell you this, baby. If Garantano is sitting there waving his little hand going, you better do what I say or I'm leaving, tell him to leave. He's not there. He won't be mentally there. When he gets out on the field, and all of a sudden, the world starts falling apart, and Bama's smacking him around, he's going to go to the sideline and quit because he's ready to quit at a drop of a dime. So, either Garantano's there, or he's not. And if a better man beats you out, well, that's just called being a man. You gotta put your big boy britches on or wear panties once and decide whether you're going to go out and play football or not, Catfish. So I think you start Chris. It's the best move you have. You got the team out there. I mean, you can turn out to make wins. I believe it. You might even get upset. Those boys play together. But for me, it's cut and dry on y'all's quarterback situation. I'll start Chris right now. Garantano starts saying, I'll transfer and I'll say, I'll help you pack.
Well, I'm excited to see, and I appreciate your call, Bobby. And everybody go sub him up. Go to my 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Find the link to his channel. He's a fantastic YouTuber. But back to you, Bobby. That's probably my biggest unknown for this season is the quarterback situation. And I can't wait for football to get here.
Lord, no. Hey, you coming up 85, you send me a text or something. You let me know. I'll meet you up here at the Pilot and buy you a cup of coffee and maybe one of those second-rate steaks they got.
That sounds good. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for calling.
Hey, buddy.
Good grief. My music still keeps going in. Let's see who else is calling. Thanks, Bobby.
Call from
Odie.
You're on with Catfish. What's on your mind? The trolls are undefeated. I saw somebody from Murfreesboro. Here he is. Let's talk to him.
call from. To accept, press 1.
You're on with Catfish. What's on your mind?
I'm doing good. Hey, I'll tell you something about this Pruitt hire. I think it's either going to be a complete and utter failure or a complete success.
Yeah.
And what bothers me is if he's successful, what bothers me is he might leave for a better job. Like he went to Alabama. That bothers me. He might go to Alabama. What do you think about that?
I think it's way too early to tell. I think he's going to probably have some bump in the roads before he hits some success. And I think I've got some technical difficulties, but you can stay on the line with me. I just, there's too many unknowns. Quarterback situation, everything going on there. I really don't know. I really and truly don't know.
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna end this call because I've got some technical difficulties. Everything's freezing up on me. But you call back in. I'm gonna be on here every Friday. Well, I appreciate everybody calling in.